And we're live over here. Season number 3 draft at 239 Hockey. www.239hockey.net. Follow us on Twitter at 239 Hockey. We are over here already. Season number 3, 239 Hockey fam, with our panel of experts here tonight. Season 3 draft. Please welcome my co-host over here, X Daily and I Soldier Up. Daily, what's going on tonight? How much energy is there? How excited are you tonight, brother?
You're looking there at the site. Everything's popping, man. Everybody's in there having a good time. Happy to be here. I know I've been away for some time, but happy to finally be back and see how this draft goes. It's definitely going to be an interesting one.
All right, and we got over here I Soldier Up, a.k.a. DJ. DJ, how pumped up are you over here for Season 3 draft? We know you got a lot of things on your plate during this draft over here as well. There was an attempt to make another chat over here, guys, just to let you know we apologize for the delay over here. And we have been attempting, and it has AIDS or HIV, a.k.a. Batman Forever. DJ, welcome to the program. How you feeling?
What's going on, boys? I'm just happy that I'm not captaining this season, to be honest. Fucking can't take another basement season, thanks. I'll go in the draft pool, I get in the pool, and then I just ride backpacks to the cup. So that's what I'm hoping for here.
All right, so here we go, guys. 10 teams once again, just like last season over here. Shout out to the captains, Agent, ACDC, D-Mart, McGilla, Pale Poner, Time to Get Steven, Legion, Sober Enough, the defending champion captain, Shock, and none other than Yambag over here. Now, a lot of these picks have been traded already, Daly. What have you thought thus far of the preseason trades leading up and into the draft tonight?
Some of them made sense, and then when you look at the other, side of the spectrum, it doesn't make sense. You saw Legion give away 2 first-round picks for that number 1 overall. Agent made out like a bandit, but Legion, he's been in the league a long time. He knows what he's doing. I also saw McGilla, who, we used the word drape or whatever, but McGilla did a really, really good job setting up his draft.
Yeah,
I don't think he doesn't pick early, but he's going to be done by 31. You're going to get a lot of good players in those mid-rounds. It's a deeper draft. This is one of those drafts where, you want to kind of be in those middle rounds. And the fact that McGill is going to be done by 31 bodes really, really well for him. He just can't take a goalie too early like he did last time, which, by the way, I told him he took Doug too early. Doug, I still love you. But as long as McGill executes, does his thing, he's going to have a really, really good draft. So, that's what I got on that.
All right, so I just want to give a quick shout-out to some of the guys over here in YouTube live chat over here. Mark Ferguson. It's that detective from O.J. Simpson. For those of you that are old enough, man, I think that's the dude's name. Former racist detective, attorney as well, and he might be a Fox News commentator as well periodically. Easy Mac fan, Cosmic Fade, Legion's over here. He's in both chats over here. What a beast. Shock Gaming too, and PJ S. Droid over here as well. And Mark Ferguson is alleging that McGilla cheated over here. This is absolutely unbelievable. Just baseless claims being thrown out over here, DJ. What's going on, man? I mean, do these guys have any souls whatsoever or what, man?
Oh, man. They're no souls, man. This is just throwing names out here. They're throwing fucking assumptions. Let's get this thing on the road. I'm excited to see where this is going here.
Okay, so we're waiting on the number 1 draft overall, and want to give a shout out to our absentee member, Mr. Media himself, Mr. Hollywood, aka Jim Flanagan. Unfortunately, he could not be here with us tonight, fellas. And the fact of the matter is, his babies are hungry, just like mine are, man. So he's got to make that money. You know what I mean? I mean, he ain't win the lottery, so far as I'm aware of. None of us won the lottery. Because I don't see no shiny stuff over here. Maybe some cool hockey jerseys over there in Daly's background. DJ got a couple of cool pictures over here, man. And me, I got nothing but a bunch of old Magic cards back there. Magic Gathering cards. So here we go, man. Legion number 1 overall pick over here. Now, if you guys missed it, I believe, Daly, correct me if I'm wrong, that you and Flanny did a Friday Night Elitist. Is that right last week?
Yeah, man, we brought it back. It was actually a lot of fun. I had to work late, so I missed the throwdown. So we went online, and Flan, he's just a whiz with all this stuff. So he got us set up online, and he streamed the whole thing. And we kind of went old school Friday Night Elitist, man, like through the blog talk, how we used to do it. But it was a good show. If you didn't get a chance to listen, look, we'll probably be doing that going forward. We'll do something along those lines, something to do like another podcast, just a little bit more content for you guys. You don't really know the premise of the show yet, but that was more just a shoot where him and I just sat there and kind of bullshitted, and it something that we might continue to do moving forward. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you haven't listened to it, it's on the YouTube page, and I could probably post it in the forum so everybody can listen as well.
All right, guys. So you guys check that out on YouTube.com/239hockey. You could just search that as well on YouTube. And if you guys could subscribe to us, we would greatly appreciate it as well. And if you guys take the time, it only takes a couple of seconds. Maybe you could click on the like button, especially here for the live viewing as well. We appreciate that. Any comments, whether they are good or bad, we greatly appreciate them as well. Anything going on over here, DJ? I mean,
we got the first pick here. Legion's taking Daly #1 overall.
Okay, and Daly, I mean, are you shocked by this at all or no?
Who, me? No, Legion reached out to me today and kind of told me that he was looking to take me one, and I think I like the pick, and obviously it's tough to do analysis on yourself, but I think with what Legion's looking to do and what we talked about earlier, I think I'm a good fit for his team to be able to help him out with that. So
okay, so last season Daly was like and now he got first overall pick, and it's gonna be like guys. So that's what's going on over here. Fantastic pick. I'm not taking anything away from this. Now Legion lied through his teeth, just like the politicians over here in the United States, guys, to our Canadian friends, and shout out to some of them, AC/DC, Beirut out there, man. I don't know how those politicians are in Canada, man. There are a lot of lying politicians over here. So that's exactly what Legion was doing this morning. He was talking about all these tornado of diarrhea picks. I soldier up, man. I mean, were you surprised that he picked Daly #1 overall at all,
No.
or what?
Not at all. The Daly can play basically any position. He's shown that he can even play net too, which is good. And Legion, considering the fact that he's fucking traded everything for this #1 pick, is going to need some help on his team. And if anybody's going to help him out, I think Daly's going to be that guy.
Yeah, I won't dispute that at all. Want to give a couple of shout outs over here in 239 Hockey Chat. Arberly Berry, A.T. Thompson, Dominator Silva, Drunk Monkey, Esoteric, Phoenix Rising, fantastic crew over here as well tonight. Shout out to Hugh Laurie. Jim Flanagan's with us in spirit in chat. Once again, he's working tonight, fellas. Dank Love is over here, Superstar, Marine Mike.
We got another pick here, Giant.
Yeah.
Stradios going #2 overall to Shock, a.k.a. Chaos Rider.
Okay. That's another fantastic pick. Estradios over here. Once again, this is big-headed Steve, I guess, man. Daly, what's the comment on this?
Yeah, it makes sense for me. Cameron proved last year that he's a really good, two-way centerman. Having Steve out there help with the cycle game. I was impressed with some of the games I saw Fear of the Wolf, and I don't think anybody on that team was of the caliber of Steve. So for Cameron to be able to get him at pick 2, I think it's going to bode really well to start that team and start that draft. The big thing is that he doesn't pick for a while now, so how is he going to build the team from there? But overall, you can't go wrong. Chubbs didn't make sense. Luka didn't make sense there. I don't think you take a D that early. So to me, Steve is the only one that makes sense for that pick.
All right, and you mentioned that as well. So Shock, he doesn't get the pick again until the end of the second round, man. And it's tough. He didn't make any trades as well. So still, the draft is pretty deep over here, man. And you take a look at Estradios. Definitely, first round pick, man. Solid pick by Shock, a.k.a. Chaos Rider, a.k.a. The Plug. Now, what position does Shock normally play?
Yeah, he's going to line up at center. He did last season, at least for most of it. He played center. He played a little wing too. Face-offs will be like the big thing for him, being consistent there. I don't think he's one of the elites, but again, he made strides and he was impressive. Like I said, I saw him, for that one series, but I liked what I saw. He was the most noticeable of the three forwards, so that's always a good thing. And now you put Steve on there; he doesn't have to be the number one guy. Steve's kind of that guy, and he can just really feed off that. I think Cameron, aka Shock, aka Chaos Rider, aka the Ultimate Plug, will have a pretty good offensive season this year, playing alongside Steve. So we'll see how it goes. What do you think, DJ?
Yeah, I haven't really played much with either of them, but just hearing around the league and just hearing conversations with people that have played, I think this is a solid pick. Definitely, yeah, he's going to fit well.
All right, we want to give some more shout-outs in 239 Hockey Chat. Shout-out to Mido Gon, Rev Hellcat, a.k.a. 2 cans of whoop-ass. Shout out to Mopar WK, aka I'm Not Your Dad, USMC. Shout out to Saint. Shout out to Sniper, Stealth Luca. Haven't seen that dude in a dog's life.
Yep.
Joe Stowe, fantastic over here, man. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Go ahead.
Here we go. AC pulling Chubb's number 3 overall here. Another smart pick, I would have to say.
Yes. Yeah, I won't deny it, man. Now, here's what's interesting, AC. Here's what's interesting, guys. I have heard nothing this morning but a bunch of bad news about McSwagger. Top 5 in points, man. The guy's top 5 in scoring, and him and Chubbs got into it a little bit last season. It seems like wherever McSwagger is that there's some sort of drama over here. Now, maybe that's just coincidental over here, man. Daly, do you think that AC is going to be ending drafting McSwagger later down in one of the rounds, or what, man?
I don't think it'll be AC. When you look at the position AC plays, and then you look at who we picked up, I could really see AC waiting on a forward until maybe around 4, around 5.
Got another
having that guy. So I think. Go ahead.
Sober with Stealth Luca at number 4.
Which, again, makes sense. We talked about the top 5, top 6 guys. Flanny and I did it on the Elita show. We talked about it on the Throwdown, and you guys did as well. This is going pretty much to, what we had said. The order might not be the same, but the guys getting drafted are the ones that we said, the top 5, top 6 guys. So, nothing surprising's happened. But now you got Steven up, and honestly, if somebody's going to change the game, I really think it's going to be Steve. I could see him going out on a limb and taking somebody that maybe he wouldn't normally have took. So it'll be interesting to see.
Now, in addition to that, when you say a.k.a. Drift King, time to get Steven, excuse me, a.k.a. time to get Steven. So you take a look at this guy, man. Is he going to be playing goalie this season or not? DJ, what do you think, man?
I don't know. He left a message earlier. He wasn't even sure if he was going to sign up at first because he felt he was drafted too high as a first-time goalie. But I think it really depends on the team that he drafts around him on whether or not he's going to feel he fits in well back in net, or if he feels he's going to fit in better out front. It's really just, I think, based on the team that he picks. And speaking of picks, he picks up Esoteric, number 5 here.
Okay, now, Daly, that's one of your that's one of the guys that you brought into the league over here. You recruited him, you headhunted for him for Esoteric. What does he play? Defense?
No, he's a winger.
No, he's a winger, by trade. I use him at left wing, but he can actually play center as well. He's a really good two-way center. So I don't know if Drift knew that or not, but if he didn't, there you go, some free information for you. But again, the way he plays the game, I love it. He's obviously a friend of mine as well, but he knows how to play the game. He plays a really good two-way game. He's proven that he could score. He was top 5 in scoring last year. I don't think he's a product of the system. I really don't. I think people will say that about him. Oh, he's a product of where he played and all that stuff. But I really think he's a game changer. So I like the pick here. And again, if you're going to take a guy in round 1, he's got to be a guy that changes the game. He's got to be a guy that when you see him, you're like, oh, shit, this guy's on the ice. So I really do think that he's one of those players. So I like the pick here by Drift.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick as well. He's a solid player. Everything I've seen, I've played a bunch of games with him and drop, and he's a cool guy. He's not going to be an asshole in the party or anything like that. And he's a good player at that. So it kind of all works itself out.
Okay, so you take a look at some of these other picks as well. Who's the Skyder? So shout out to Skyder. Shout out to Ability. Shout out to Yado No. And some of these guys, Yado No, he said he just got his schedule for the next 6 months. So I don't know if he drills oil in the fucking Pacific or what, man. That's crazy. Unless you're in the military or something. Who's pick? Yambag's pick?
Agent, I believe Agent is up next.
Okay. So somebody just tried to text me on Google Chat or whatever. And
Yeah, the captains and media are in a G chat now because the site's chat is acting up. So it's going to be a little easier on G chat now. Sorry for the delay, everybody, but this has just been horrendous right now. Agent's up right now, pick 6. Everybody's in G chat. We're good.
All right. So let me try to refresh 239 chat. It doesn't even look like it's loading. So
Refresh.
I didn't even know this one.
Agent picked up Cosmic Fade here at number 6.
All right. What is he? Is he a goalie or what is Cosmic?
No, Cosmic's a forward. He's been he played last season. I believe he played on Mag's team. I could be wrong, but he's a solid player. He's a good winger. I don't know if he should go at number 6, but I think he's definitely a mid to late first round, early second round kind of guy. He'll score some goals. But I did notice he likes to cherry pick a little bit, and that could count for some of the goals that he's getting. But I think he's a solid forward. It's not a bad pick in my opinion, but maybe a little too early.
Yeah, he had an appearance on the island last year. Didn't go too well for him. That happens to everybody though, so don't worry about that. But with it being said, he's definitely got a skill set offensively. The cherry picking is a problem. I think I called him on that. This is week 2 maybe. But he's got the offensive skill set to really change a game. So, if he can improve on the defense, I think that the pick there isn't bad at all.
D-Mark coming in at
D-Mark
coming in at number 7, picking up his brother Marty McFly. And then Agent coming in at number 8 with No Cause Renegade.
All right. And that's a really good strategy approach by Agent. If you're going to get the 2 first rounders, it makes sense. He's got to refuse Sunday now because No Cause can't play Sundays, so he'd be stupid not to. And I think that Cosmic's pretty wide open. So with that being said, I like the pick. You got your 4s now. You got a nice D, and he still has a second round pick because he was my captain Legion out of that first rounder. So what do you think, Giant?
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to say? He's trying to keep it safe, man. Agent is trying to keep it safe over here. You could have argued that the first pick, instead of picking up Cosmic Fade, he could have picked up Marty McFly. It was an opportunity there for D-Mart to chop on it, and he did. I mean, what else? I mean, how could you blame him? And there's a bunch of guys over here that I still see that are available. So this is pretty deep over here, man. And no goalies have been taken yet, fellas. So that's pretty good. But I think there's a lot of options over here to play, man. Even some of the part-timers as well. None of the part-time guys have been picked up yet either. So that's interesting as well. We've seen that before too in the first round. And that's concerning. If you see some of the shit that happened last season, everybody, then you might not want to pick that 1 series a week guy so far, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a part-time guy is going to go in first round unless you're a first round pick yourself and you're able to pick up somebody first round like Daly did last season with D-Mart, who was part-time. If you're a first round guy, then you can afford to pick up one of those first round part-timers, only having them 1 series a week because you're a solid player yourself. But if you're not a first round player, I think it's silly to pick up anybody part-time in your first round, regardless of how good they are. You're only having half the season.
Now, what the hell is this, man?
Yeah,
Go Go
No,
ahead.
we're waiting on Yambag because he didn't know that Luka was gone. You know, Luka's the 4th pick.
And
And
Yam
Yambag
tries
doesn't
to
know what's
scoop him
going
up
on.
at 4.
No,
Yam picked up
So-
BCO right here, BCO.
BCO, okay. And again,
BC Soft?
I think no, not BC Soft, BCO. He's a centerman. He plays a good two-way game. I felt like he was asked a lot last year playing with Uncle Chubby's team, but he's really good in the dot. I don't hate the pick here. I still don't know if he's a first rounder, but in a draft like this, with it being so deep, I won't argue against taking him here. I think he's a good player. I really, really do. But yeah, I like the pick here. I like where he got him. So yeah, it looks like what's his name just took a pick too, McGilla.
Yeah, Max picks up Moose 21 at number 10 here, and then he also has pick number 11 where he picks up Berksy.
So what McGilla did was he went down the XBS pipeline here, and he took Burks, and he also took Moose. This tells me that he was probably trying to get Esoteric too, but Esoteric didn't fall. All those guys are homies, so it makes sense. But yeah, I don't hate the pick. I like Moose. I think it's a stretch at pick 10. But again, you knew that Matt McGilla might not have had him on his next pick, so I don't hate the pick. And Burks is a really solid forward. But these are two guys who've never been in this league before, and now you're asking a lot of them out of round 1. What do you think, John, about two names that I know for a fact you've never heard?
I mean, that sounds promising. If presumably McGill has done his work, and done his due diligence in leading up to this draft. So I think he's going to be pretty confident in making those picks. I mean, those back-to-back picks, he was wheeling and dealing, and he's got his 4th pick by number 31 overall, man. So, and just to let everybody else know, we're done with this. We're done with this draft analysis at the end of the 5th round. But this is going pretty fast, guys. I'm pretty pumped
got two
up
more
over here.
picks here, Giant. We
No,
got
yeah, go ahead.
Yam picked up Dom Silva at number 12, which I think is solid, and then Pale picked up Derek GNR at number 13 here.
Yeah, both
Another
solid picks. But you take a look, and you know that some of these guys are playing elsewhere too. So that's a little concerning too. And I mean, they are very upfront about it. If you guys take a look at the listing over here, you'll take a look and you'll see, oh, I'm over here. I can't play these nights over here. So I don't understand. If you have refuse dates over here, if you're playing over here or whatever, that's got to be a little bit concerning, right, Daly?
Yeah, you got to be careful with it. The MHL thing is big, man. And you got some of those guys. The full-time is misleading in my eyes. Yeah, you're full-time, but, if this league is not your primary, then you're not full-time, because if anything conflicts, I mean, dude, and you're wasting a 2nd-round pick on a guy that may or may not be able to play full-time for you. That's tough, man. So for me, I'd be going a different route. Man, and every single one of those players who plays in another league, I love all of them, honestly. I think some of the names, I'll throw them out. Derek GNR would be a first-rounder if he didn't have that, for sure. I know he got taken, but he would have been a first-rounder for sure. Kayla, another one. It's tough, man. It's tough with the dual leagues, but I think it's too early for me. If I was captain, I wouldn't be going that early. That's just me, though.
All right, we've got D-Mart picking up Dank Love at number 14, and Pale picking up Beastly Jesus at number 15 overall. I don't know anything about Beastly Jesus. I do know I've played a couple games with Dank Love at 14, and he's a solid player. He'll score some goals. He's good. So I think I like that pick. 2nd round, I think that's a good pick.
All right, I'm taking a look at this. Has a goalie been taken yet, or no, guys?
A full-time goalie has not been picked yet. There have been a couple willing goalies.
And Lemieux is obviously going to be the first one. Can we all agree on that? Lemieux will probably be the first goalie taken, I think.
I think it's gonna be him, Thug, or even Flanny. I know Flanny's got willing, but everybody knows he plays net.
Yeah, you take a look at Flanny too, and he says, it's got willing goalie over here, but then it says most Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
That's something to keep an eye on.
Drift picks up Superstar here at number 16.
Okay, that's a fantastic pick, I think, right? Or is it a product of the? I mean, Superstar is solid, isn't he?
Well, when he had his one good, he had his one good season, man. He was playing with D-Mart.
Oh yeah.
Next season he didn't have him. He didn't have a great year. You know, he's still got the skill set. He's still got the talent. He's still got all those things. But you know, it's tough to say. I think it's good value. I think it's a good value where you got him. You're talking what middle second round.
Yep.
I would have waited a little bit longer if it were me, but I don't hate the pick right here. I don't hate it at all. So
Sober picks up Sniper here at 17.
Is that a goalie?
Okay.
Sniper actually has goalie refused.
Yeah, but he's
this
playing
season.
forward this year.
Yeah, he's got goalie refused this year.
Okay.
Now, I know a lot of people know him as a goalie, but we've been playing a bunch of scouting games. I've been in lobbies with him a lot this past week, and he has been impressive at forward. He's a goal scorer, and he's more than just a goalie. Like a lot of people know his name. I don't hate this pick at all. And then AC coming up next with Dynasty.
Fuck, he took him so early. That's too early. And oh man, here's the thing, is that with Dynasty, I feel bad for Dynasty because his name's attached to mine, and that you can take that whatever way you want. But he went early last year and he went early this year. These guys are going too early. It's not a shot at John, but he's, you know, it'll be interesting to see where AC uses him. I think people, you know, might have been worried that we were going to take that's too early for Dynasty. So that's just my that's my opinion on that. But too early, and I love him. That was the best man at my wedding, one of my best friends in real life. But that's way too early for Dynasty. So I'll leave it at that.
Now where do you go over here, guys? I mean, the Swagger is still on the board, man.
I think
so just to let the captains know. Go ahead, DJ.
I think the reason he's still on the board is because of this whole last season and the stigma attached to him, I guess, right now with him being a cancerous player. I think a lot of captains aren't trying to deal with that, and he's got skills, but you know you need more than skills to be on teams. Captains don't want to deal with that nonsense. And Shock comes in next with Caminator. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Nice little pick there. Don't hate that at all. Again, I haven't played with the guy for a minute, but again, it's good value. I'm shocked Lemieux is still on the board here. That's just me. I know I said taking goalies is too early. Now we're all the way through round 2 and a goalie still hasn't been taken. Maybe people took what I said last year a little bit too far. The guy's an elite goalie, and he's still sitting there almost heading into round 3. I don't think that'll last very much longer, though, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at some of these references, man.
Agent, speaking of, Agent picks up Swag right here at number 20.
Okay.
There you go.
Fantastic pick, Agent. And, you know, what we discussed on Thursday Throwdown, fellas, is that Flanny was supposed to be Agent. You know what I'm saying? So Agent is Flanny. Flanny is Agent. Don't be stunned over here, guys, if the next pick is going to be Flanny himself by Agent over here. So I'm calling it now. Maybe Agent is listening. Maybe he isn't. Man. It doesn't even matter, baby.
Called wrong. Legion picked up Thamps next.
Who?
Thamps. I don't know anything
he's a goalie,
about this
right?
guy.
He's a goalie, right?
Thamps is.
Thamps he'll be playing forward for us for sure. My inside source Legion's telling me that he's going to be playing forward for our squad this year, so we got that going for us too.
Okay, right. And it looks like over here that Cody is Cam-I Am's love child. Is Cam-I Am playing or something?
He is not this season. I know he picked up the game. I've played a couple games with him, just club stuff, but I don't think he's signing up this season. Possibly next season, though, from what I've heard.
Hey, puff some else for me, Cam-I Am. If you're out there, if you're watching us, man, puff some else for Giant 918, dog. All right, guys. So things are happening very quickly at this point in time. Let's go over it really quickly. Round 1, Daily of Stratios, Chubbs, Luca, Esoteric, Cosmic Faith, Marty McFly, NCR, BCO, Moose Soft. Round 2, Burks, Dominator Silva, Derek GNR, Dank Love, Beastly Jesus, Superstar, Sniper, Dynasty, Caminator, Swagger. And Shock picking up Hollywood. Bob, this is
Yep.
this is
And
kind
then
of surprising over here. That's a little early, isn't it?
AC picking up Lemieux right after that, so the first goalie off the board, and I think that's a solid pick for AC. He'll have a good tendy back there.
All right. So this confirms, Daly, that your boy Dynasty is not going to be playing goalie, right?
Well, the good news is at least he's playing him at his natural position of lefty, and I get lefties a bit slim. There's a lot of willing, but how good are these guys actually? You just really start to question it. But again, I just think that was a stretch, and that's not a shot at Dynasty. It's a very, very, very early pick for me in my eyes. But with that being said, he gets Lemieux. That'll help the back end a bit, and it'll be interesting what AC does the rest of the way. So, yeah, but I like the Lemieux pick here. I mean, that's basically what it's round 3, right?
Yeah, this is mid round 3. That was the third pick in round 3 here.
All right, a lot of decent names, a lot of known names, a lot of non-names up here. I mean, Cujo's up here as well. I forgot what his original gamer tag is. Arberly Berry. I mean, these are guys that I know, guys. BC Renton, man. Beirut. He's playing right wing. He's willing right defense as well. Shout out to Beirut. I've known him forever, man. And
D-Mart picking up ability here.
Okay, is he a part-time player, ability?
No, ability's full-time, and he is preferred goalie, so I think Dan's got his goalie set here.
Okay.
Yep, that's his goalie play, so that makes sense.
And next up, we got Drift coming up next at pick 25.
I was gonna say, what number are we at? We're at 25 here.
Yeah.
Yo, have any of you guys played with Brick City, New Jersey?
I haven't, but it's weird. I remember the name. I don't know if I remember him from Versus, because I played a lot of Versus. I don't know if it's from that or what the case is, but that's something to think about too. Brick City, interesting. Could be a nice guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so
no, I'm just saying I don't know a lot about the name. So
all right, yeah. So for the people, for those of us who are native to New Jersey, Brick City is another name for Newark, New Jersey. That's where the New Jersey Devils. That's where the New Jersey Devils play, and it's got one of the highest homicide rates in the state. So that's what the reference to Brick City is, man. So there it is. But shout out to Brick City, man. That's a cool gamer tag. Brick City would be cool if that's what you did. When people talk shit to you, you could throw bricks at them, bro. Brick City, bitch. So that'd be a lot more fun. But that is not a reference to that. Lots of things going on over here, guys. I think what's going on in Google Chat is maybe this is email that's going on over here. It's going up at the top of my phone, trying to find out what's going on over here, guys. Lots of things happening over here. Lots of good players. There are some guys over here, they're just strictly waivers over here. So Blue Liner, Drug Monkey, Phoenix Rising, Jimbo 2K, XXXX Siegel, or that's Yambag's brother over here. And guys, there are plenty of part-time players as well. Lots of good players over here, man. D Stokes, Donnywood, Goofy J, and look at this, Goofy. So congrats to Goofy. His wife is due in May with their first child. That's really exciting. So congrats to them, man. Things are going to change really fast over here for Goofy J, man. Hugh Laurie's still out there, too. So a lot of good players still out there, DJ.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of solid players out here. I think so far it's been, for the most part, pretty straightforward here. Going through the first 2 rounds, and now we're sitting here waiting on round 3. Waiting on Drift. Apparently, inside source here is Drift is playing club, but I don't know. I can't confirm that. But I think we're getting down to the mid-round picks where it's going to be kind of hit or miss on where people are going at this point.
Yeah, my sources are telling me that Drift King must have had one of his guys get taken, so now he doesn't know what to do. So he's got back to the drawing board apparently. So that's what we're waiting on right now is Drift King to figure out what he's gonna do here.
Oh man, really exciting time over here, guys. Let's talk about some of these other guys. that have the part-time, which of them is the highest rated over here, Daly? Is it going to be Is it going to be Hugh Laurie? Is it going to be D Stokes? Who's it going to be?
Yeah, man. I'm looking at a name like Donnie Wood, who's going to give you 1 series a week. He's solid. He plays pretty much everywhere. Missing a week there in May, but solid. And then Hugh Laurie as well for 1 series a week. Where you take them, late round 3, early round 4, I think is a comfortable place for me.
We got Drift coming in here with Kayla, Rev Hellcat.
Okay, there you go.
Solid pick, I think.
And then it looks like Pale followed that up with Brick City. So there you go, Giant. Brick City. He's going to be throwing bricks in Newark or whatever the hell you were talking about. So
okay, so they're referring to Redman, who's a rapper from like when I was a teenager in 1998. Okay, man. So that's cool too. I like Redman. I got some of his CDs still, probably. But it's cool, man. I just don't know. He's picking up Holy Diver. Is that who he's really picking up?
Yeah, I took Holy Diver there.
Holy Diver, yeah.
Fucking retarded. It says right there.
Yes, I'm Holy Diver.
I know, but the schedule right there says I play somewhere else too. So what is the guy thinking, or he's not?
Yeah.
I mean, a bag of dicks might be better than that.
I think Kayla's a good defenseman. I know Moose takes priority because I know she's captaining there as well. But even if he gets her, the occasional 1 series a week instead of 2, I think it'll work. And the fact that she's captaining and can help kind of schedule series would probably work in his favor here. And then Sober coming in and picking up Thug at 27. So there's his goalie, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, I think this is a more comfortable draft position for Thug. I think there was a lot of pressure on him last year being picked that early. What did he get traded 4 or 5 times? That's not his fault, man. That's not his fault. And then you got new D-man in front of you and all that crap. That's not a reflection of him as a goalie. I think Thug needed this season more than anything. I think it'll be great for him. Start fresh. Middle of the pack. I think it's perfect. And then it looks like McGilla just took our boy Cody.
Yep.
So Cody's off the board now too. So again, good picks, man. Mags is playing it safe, and Mags first 2 rounds didn't play it safe. Took some of the newer guys, and now he's going with a safe pick. Cody's been in 239 basically since its inception. I think this is his 3rd season. Really, really starting to make a name for himself out here. So I like the pick of Cody. He's a great compliment player.
Yam coming through with Hollywood up next here.
There he goes.
So I think that'll probably be his goalie situation.
What do you think, Giant? What do you think about our colleague going to Mr. Ballbag?
Yeah. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Holly's a solid goalie. He probably won the Vezina Trophy last season. So what are you gonna do? The guy's a stud. Next to almost nobody, man. Not a lot of people can compete with Flanny. And he's been a fantastic goalie. He's been consistent. He's almost always online, with the exception of Sundays, man. A lot of other people's days are refused Mondays. So it's going to work out pretty well for Yam, I would think. But he knows that Flanny primarily works on Sundays. There are some other players over here who haven't been picked yet. Fellas, Octizzy, man. Welcome to the league, bro. And this other dude, I've never heard of him in my life. His name is Peaceful Bob. He might as well change his name to Unavailable Bob, because Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are 50-50. What the hell is that? I mean, why do you even put yourself? I mean, just keep yourself as a waiver, bruh. At this point.
Yeah, the thing is I think he's new to the league. I don't think he understands how the signups go. So there's that. That's another battle as well. Not understanding quite how that goes. But for me, yeah, man, that's tough. He'll probably fall to the extra rounds, and if not, he'll definitely be a waiver for sure. So again, shout out to Peaceful Bob. Welcome to the league, man. But yeah, when you can only play 1 or 2 nights, it makes it really, really tough for a captain to take a 4th, 5th, even a 6th round pick on you.
Okay, we've got
so there's that.
Mags back to back here to finish out his first 5, and he takes True Therapy and Tomahawk. Now I know Chu has a very,
Wow.
very sketchy availability here this season. Nothing against him, just with a new job and everything. But I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know how to feel about him in round 3 with that kind of availability.
No. Here's the thing. So Chewy's an electrician. He's working a camp job. We basically goes away for 2 weeks. He comes back. He's home for a week. He goes away for 2 weeks. He's home for a week. So again, it's tough, to do that. But he was honest in the sign up. It's just one of those weird situations. This is way too early. Even if you get him back for the playoffs, you got to make the playoffs first. And Mags has taken a lot of these newer guys to the league. So I don't like the pick here. I really don't like it. But what do you think, Giant? A guy who's going to be there once every third week going in round 3.
No, that's a guy who goes in round 6 or 7. So I don't understand, but you're saying he's an electrician or something that goes away?
Yeah,
for
in
2 weeks?
Canada. In Canada, yeah. So in Canada, they have camp jobs. So he'll go to this camp in another, town or whatever, and he's there for 2 weeks, and then he comes back for a week, and then he's gone for 2 weeks. So it's just a big travel job. So that's the only thing.
I mean, they don't have internet over there, I guess.
Apparently, it is fucking brutal. It's no bueno. So
I mean, if they got the money to drill the fucking oil, they could have some fucking satellite internet or something over there. Come on, man. This is
I
a
don't know
joke.
how all that works.
I mean, cruises have internet, man. These
Yeah.
days, you pay like
I don't know.
$75 for the week, man, and you get decent internet, yo.
I don't know if it's
understand.
good enough to run your Xbox on though. I don't know how it works. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's interesting to say the least.
You probably live cheap, man, but ain't nothing there, man. So that's a tough life, man. So
Yeah,
just be safe when you're over there. 2 weeks, all right, every 2 weeks or whatever, to May 22nd to the 28th. Oh my God, I don't understand McGilla, but okay, pal.
yeah.
So we're moving
Looks
on
like
into. Yeah, go ahead.
oh, here we go. Pick just went off. It looks like Yambak took Valcor, your favorite guy, Mr. Farmland or Farmville, whatever the game he plays. Farm Simulator. It's Valcor. He's a better of the league. I had him last year. Guy still got it, man. He's still solid as hell left winger. Left D man. So I don't hate the pick here round 3. I don't know. What do you guys think about
Yeah,
Valcor round 3?
he's great for comic relief too. Valcor's got a pretty good attitude, man. He became a new father last year, so shout out to Valcor. Very exciting time for him over here, man. And Pale Poner picking up Joe Stowe.
Yeah.
Solid pick at this point in round number 4, man. Lots of things going on, man. There's going to be draft analysis. We'll try to get that towards sometime later this week, guys. But this thing's going pretty fast. DJ, what are your thoughts so far?
I think everything's been going well so far. I think this we're kind of flying through here with the occasional holdup, but basically we're all getting through here. As I say that, Beerus gets picked up by Sober here.
All right.
Let's see here.
He did. He just got took there. Give me 1 second. I'm actually
helping. I think
I'm
he's helping his captain here right now.
That was our next
I think that's
pick. So give me a minute.
Yeah, we got Legion up next,
hold on
and then Drift and DMAR to follow.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. So it looks like the captains are in a chat room. That's what I'm seeing run across the top of my thing. I appreciate that. Shout out to the board of directors for including me in that Google chat. I really appreciate that, man.
All right.
So I'm notified real time. Go ahead.
Legion coming up next with Sabi at number 35, and Drift coming up next. I like that pick.
Sabi's a guy who probably shouldn't be here right now.
No, I don't think he should
definitely
have
better.
This far.
He had a bad year last year, though, so it's understandable why he fell. But now he can show up and kind of play and do the thing and, just be there. He's full-time. He's going to be playing up front with Thamps. I think they're going to have some pretty good chemistry. So I like what we got going on there. So nice pick by Legion.
Yeah, and I saw that pick over there, right? I saw that pick over there, guys, and I thought he was picked up in round 2 or something like that, man. So I kept on going back to that name. I saw it, but for whatever reason, he hadn't been picked up yet. There's still some goalies out there, guys.
Waiting on
There's
drift
a lot
here,
of
I
goalies actually
believe.
in there.
Yeah, there's still a lot of goalies. I think we've got a lot more goalies this season than we did last season, and it's not causing people to draft way too early like last year. Last season there was such a shortage of willing goalies, or preferred goalies at least, that everybody was kind of in a rush to make sure that they had someone decent in net. But I think it's a little bit different situation there.
Oh, you know what I got today, guys? I got the EA Access thing, man. There was a slick deal, so I picked it up for like $21 for the EA
The Vault?
subscription.
Yeah.
The Vault shit.
Well, shit, NHL 17's in there. Let's go. Where are you signing up at?
I know. So it was like I was like $21. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for a year.
Drift coming through here with BC Renton.
BC Renton.
Yeah, BC Renton. I think that's a solid pick.
BC Renton just won. Yeah, especially late round 3.
Fourth round, round 4 here.
Oh, I'm sorry. So early round 4. That's a nice pick there.
Yeah, we got DMart, AC, Shock, and Agent to finish the round.
Yo, so where were these guys? Aren't there guys from Sober's team last season, guys? They're not even here this season in our draft board?
Yeah, some of them didn't even sign up here. DMart coming through with Johnny Blaze at number 37.
Oh, man, that party's going to be so much fun. They're probably going to be winning so much. They might actually get sick of winning so much, man. So we'll see. Shout out to the Marty brothers, man.
All right, who we got up next here? We've got AC, Shock, and Agent to finish out round 4.
All right, and things are coming up pretty quick, man. We still got a bunch of guys not picked yet. And this is interesting, man. So Big Papa Cujo 420, he is refused goalie. And this is Cracker Joe, is that right, guys?
That's Cracker Joe, yes. And AC picked up Gunny. Shock picked up You Done Know.
Yeah. What number are we at right now?
That was picked. You Done Know was picked number 39.
Okay.
All right, so if you guys didn't hear me before, if you guys are watching our broadcast live now, we're going to kindly ask you to click the thumbs up button, man, so that you like us, man, and we appreciate that, man. Thumbs up, just like that, man. Just click on that with your mouse, with your thumb, with one of your fingers. I don't even care if you use your dong. Just like that button. We appreciate it, man. Once again, Friday Night Elitist. That was on Friday. So if you check us out on, take a look at the YouTube page over there for 239 Hockey, the links, and there's some promos on there as well. Top 10s over here. For those of you new to the league, you guys know where the best media is, where the best league is. It's right here at 239 Hockey. A lot of high energy over here as well, guys. And this is just going really fast over here. Some of the guys not picked yet: Crazy Yeti Killer, Desired Customs, Dunker of Bud. Hi, my name is Ed. Hockey's awesome. Yeah, football's awesome too, bro.
All right.
Agent
picked me up here at number, what is this, 40, fourth round.
Does he know you're in Cambodia for like 9 years? Or
Cambodia, wrong area, but yeah, I'm out the first. Unfortunately, I'm out the first 4 series basically on military duty. So I don't know if I should have been going this high, but Agent, let's win a fucking cup, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect you getting drafted, DJ, a little later than this. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Agent pick you up where he did.
Yeah.
Mito Dragon just got picked up, and Chaos Rider is up next over here, man. Lots of decent players still over here, guys. So I don't understand. And if you guys haven't get picked yet, or you're not going to get picked in the next few picks, man, you know what you have to do, right? you're going to have to be captain. So you know for sure you're going to get picked over here. Shout out to the captains who have stepped up to the plate over here, season 3 so far. Lots of things going on. Daly, is there something wrong with your microphone, bro?
No, okay, I do apologize. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's funny because as my due diligence, as the first overall pick, I am, just strategically helping my captain form the best possible team that we can. So I do apologize. I was a bit quiet there, but again, right now I'm looking at a couple names. There's still like some willing full-time goalies out there. You got Skywriter. He's literally preferred goalie, sitting there in big bright green. He hasn't been taken yet. So there's definitely some names out there of guys that I'm surprised haven't been taken yet. Hockey is awesome. I thought that when we played, I think it was Fear the Wolf, he was another guy that I noticed out there. So I'm shocked that he's actually still there. Open availability, no refuse days. It doesn't make any sense that he's still sitting on the board. Also, crazy Eddie Killa didn't have the Rookie of the Year campaign that he would have liked last year, but he's still sitting there as well. I know you touched on Big Papi Cujo, preferred centerman. I know he can play a little bit of center too. I know he plays a bit of verses and stuff like that. So he's another guy that you can be getting pretty good value at right now. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be interesting, man. This is where seasons are won in these late rounds. So we'll see if these captains did their homework. The first 2 rounds are easy. It's the last couple that are really, really challenging. So we'll see what happens here.
All right, so we got Shock Up, a.k.a. Chaos Rider, AC, DC after that. D-Mart, time to get Steven, Legion, Sober Enough, Legion again over here, round 5. Then Yambag, then Pale Poner, man. And it looks like some of these guys are getting stuck. Maybe Shock, a.k.a. Chaos Rider. Maybe
He picked up OK Tizzy just now.
Okay, so he absolutely remembers him from back in the day. I'm sure of that, man. I think that's a solid pickup. I haven't seen Tizzy play in quite some time, man. Daly, you got a scouting report on Tizzy or not really?
Man, I remember playing with him. First of all, great dude. And I don't care what anyone says. That goes somewhere. That means something to me. That holds credit when I draft. If you're a piece of shit, you slip on my board. Octizzy's about the nicest guy that you are ever going to play with. And yeah, man, he can play defense, and that's a big thing. Guys who can play D are at a premium, and especially to get somebody who can play D this late. Looking at that team roster, I'm sure that's where he'll end up playing. But I could be shocked, and he could play somewhere else. I remember him playing a bit of center back in the day, so we'll see what happens. But I like it. I like where we're at here. So I don't hate the pick, especially for round 4.
AC picking up Crazy Yeti Killer here.
All right, so I mean, Crazy Yeti Killer is a guy. I'm sorry, Yeti, but that's a guy that gets picked up in the 7th round, okay? And that's where that belongs. I mean, the guy should not be picked up over here in the 5th round. I'm sorry, man. I mean, this is a guy that you have him play for a night when you're in a pinch, man. And you just need somebody out there, man, on the ice, man, to fill some ice and shit, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he made a little bit of strides last year.
I mean, Marine Mike is out there. Marine Mike is
out there, and he had a great finals last year for Mr. Hollywood. I'm shocked that Mike's still out there. Another guy that I'm shocked still out there is who's the other guy? I was just looking at him. Oh my God, Saint, who's a vet, Saint 0420. He's been around forever. He's sitting out there still. We got that lefty of Willing, and that's big. That's tough. Lefty's a really, really tough spot to pick. So. And as we say, guess who D-Mart just takes? Hi, my name is Ed. Off the board.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, there's slim pickings at this point, but you are right as well, Daly. I mean, there's still some names out there. These are some of the guys that you pick up, man. They're gonna help you win the cup, man, towards the stretch. You want reliable guys. You want guys that know how to play at least some sort of position. As a specialty, maybe jack of all trades over here. Still a bunch of guys left over. Go ahead, DJ.
Just got word that the Leafs have won tonight. They beat the Capitals So a little captain going crazy in here. Drift is apparently changing his pants right now after the Leafs win, so give him a second before his next
Oh,
pick.
what's is that the series win? They got the
No,
series win?
they're up 2-1 right now. But you've got what 5-6 rookies on that Leafs team, and you've got the President's Trophy winning Capitals coming in here. And for Leafs to go up 2-1, that should be pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you have Lou Lamoriello as your GM.
And you got Mike Babcock on the bench. And
Yeah.
with that, Drift comes in and picks the Skyder at number 45. Now, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know if you guys know him, but he is a preferred goalie. So I think they're just basically lays out that Drift is not going to be in net this season.
All right, so
yeah, and I kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling with that, man. When I saw Esoteric go, and Drift's right wing, and he spent all last season playing goalie, you kind of had a feeling he was coming out. So I'm not surprised to see the goalie pick here. So yeah, and then Legion just took Desired Customs, it looks like.
Yep, and Sober is on deck.
All right, so you're saying the Maple Leafs, this is what the Washington Capitals are, and they have been ever since Ovechkin has been on the team. They have been nothing but a glass jaw, and they have been nothing but professional chokers.
Yeah, they've been the back-to-back President's Trophy winner now here. And last year, I think they were knocked out, second round?
They're garbage, dude.
Sober comes in and picks up Hugh Laurie at number 47.
Now, why was he picked up so late over here, guys? Is his schedule suspect?
He's part-time, so I think that's the reason why he was picked up so late.
Okay.
Now we're Legion is up next here on the clock. I'm sure Daly's giving him some advice right now, so give us a second.
Yeah, just 1 second. I hope he's listening to me.
That's the reason that Legion picked Daly overall, so he didn't have to draft.
I mean,
no, Legion's he's been very engaged, man. Like me and Legion have been going back and forth. First of all, I love playing for Legion. I had one of my worst seasons when I played for Legion. We won like 4 games, but I had the most fun that I've ever had in any league. So shout out to Legion. But yeah, hopefully he just read everything that I wrote and then he listens to what I have to say. Yeah, yes, Legion, do that. So yeah, this is where we're at right here. So he's about to make his pick now.
Donnie Wood.
And then we'll be good. Yeah. So basically the mindset here, that's pretty much, solidifies what we're going to do. Me and Legion talked, and we got our 4 line Desired, Sabby, and Thamps with me and Donnie Wood as the primary D pair, and Legion's going to be stepping in between the pipes. Donnie Wood would be probably